Hello, this is PJ Capozzi giving your FY24 audit summation. This is the process in which I summarize the 95-page audit into a quick presentation so that board members, staff, and community can get a quick understanding of what our third-party auditor said we did well and what we need to do better. There are three rankings of negative feedback that auditors provide. The first one is a material weakness. The second is a significant deficiency. And the third is what's called a comment or finding. We'll go through all of these and explain them in greater detail as we move forward. First, material weaknesses. We had none, which is great. In previous years, we have had some material weaknesses. This is now 2 consecutive years without them as we continue to improve our internal controls. Next are significant deficiencies. And we did have a significant deficiency this year in terms of financial reporting and material adjustments. What this basically refers to is that we don't always code things appropriately or have a robust enough check and balance system to ensure that occurs. Part of that is just we need to do our job better, but part of it is the lack of kind of depth that we have in district office so that there's not a lot of mechanisms for us to create checks and balances. So things that manifest as a result of this is when the auditors come in, sometimes we have to recode expenditures to make sure they align with the Illinois Program Accounting Manual. We didn't bring over the previous year clean balance that the auditors provide us into our systems. Our CD activity, which is essentially interest, or if we break a CD and pull it in, didn't record that correctly. And lease information is incredibly complex for seemingly no reason from the state of Illinois now. That's a new procedure that went in place, I believe, 2 years ago. And while we're getting better, we are still not where we need to be. Comments and findings, we had 4. So again, the goal is eventually to work this down to where we have 0 comments and findings, 0 material weaknesses, and 0 significant deficiencies. Overall, we exceeded our budget this year, and we've talked about that in board meetings. We still ended up with a $1.1 million surplus, but we spent more than we initially anticipated. Second, in grants, we have to have timely reporting, and this one is solely on me. We have to submit a quarterly expenditure report, and so we began to submit these quarterly reports, and I did not realize that we have to submit them within the last 20 days of the quarter. So we submitted them within each quarter, but not in the last 20 days, and there's a couple expenditures that didn't have quite proper paperwork supporting them. Our activity funds, every year that I've been in the district, this is something that gets brought up. The auditors assure us this happens in almost every district. There's just less internal controls in process when it comes to activity expenditures. And when they review them, oftentimes we have something that is not done quite perfectly. And then tort, we underspent overall in tort. So we are way below what we could levy for it. But we did bring over too high of a percentage of one person's salary when we compared it to our risk management report. And that is just simply cleaning things up in our HR system to ensure it pulls the right amount. So overall, a pretty good year. Here's the exciting news, though. For the first time in over a decade, we have earned a perfect financial rating with ISB. They grade us on a 4.0 scale, and we have a 4.0. This year was better than last year, which has been a common theme for about the last 7 or 8 years as we continue to improve our process and procedures. And we continue to be exceptionally happy with Benning. We went out for an RFP last year. They submitted an RFP, and they have won our business, and we are continually very thankful that they are our auditor. Again, any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you. Thank you, and make it a great day.